Ingvar Kamprad was physically banned from entering his own IKEA store. The 28-year-old founder stood outside the glass doors of his first major retail location in 1955, watching customers browse furniture he designed while security guards prevented him from entering. His own board of directors had issued the order after his latest alcohol-fueled incident embarrassed the company in front of key investors. How did the man who would build a $58.7 billion furniture empire nearly destroy it all before it truly began? In 1943, a 17-year-old Kamprad founded IKEA using money his father gave him for excelling in school despite his dyslexia. The name combined his initials with his family farm Elmshyrd in hometown Agunnaryd in Sweden. He started by selling pens, wallets, and small household items, but quickly realized furniture offered bigger opportunities. By 1948, he had shifted entirely to furniture, initially just taking orders and having local manufacturers fulfill them. The real breakthrough came in 1950 when Kamprad introduced the first IKEA catalog. This wasn't just a product list, it was a revolutionary concept that brought furniture shopping into people's homes. The catalog showed complete room setups with prices clearly marked, making quality furniture accessible to working families who couldn't afford traditional Swedish furniture stores. Within 2 years, demand exploded beyond anything he had imagined. But success brought unexpected pressures. Kamprad discovered alcohol helped him cope with dyslexia-related anxiety during business negotiations and public presentations. What started as a glass of wine before important meetings became bottles consumed throughout workdays. By 1954, his drinking had become so problematic that investors threatened to pull funding unless he addressed his behavior. The crisis peaked during a crucial investor presentation in December 1954. Kamprad arrives visibly intoxicated to pitch IKEA's expansion into physical retail stores. He slurred through his presentation, dropped furniture samples, and made inappropriate comments about competitors. The investors walked out, and his own board held an emergency meeting that night. They decided drastic action was necessary. The board issued an ultimatum. Kamprad would be banned from all IKEA locations until he completed treatment for his alcoholism. Security guards were instructed to escort him off any company property. For 6 months, the founder of IKEA could not enter his own stores, attend meetings, or participate in daily operations. He watched from outside as his company continued growing without him. This forced exile became his turning point. Kamprad enrolled in a residential treatment program and began confronting the root causes of his drinking. He learned management techniques to work with his dyslexia instead of medicating its effects. Most importantly, he developed the systematic thinking that would later become IKEA's core strength, breaking complex problems into simple, repeatable processes. When Kamprad returned to IKEA in mid-1955, he implemented revolutionary changes. He introduced flat pack furniture design, allowing customers to assemble products at home while reducing shipping costs. He established the warehouse-style retail format where customers could see, touch, and immediately purchase furniture. These innovations grew directly from his treatment program's emphasis on systematic problem-solving. The flat pack concept emerged from Kamprad's need for structure in his recovery. Just as he learned to break down complex emotional challenges into manageable steps, he applied this thinking to furniture design. Every IKEA product would be designed for efficient packaging, clear assembly instructions, and affordable pricing. This systematic approach became IKEA's defining characteristic. By 1958, IKEA had opened its first major warehouse store in Älmhult, Sweden. The 6,700 square meter space allowed customers to walk through room displays, write down product numbers, and collect items from the warehouse section. This self-service model reduced labor costs while giving customers complete control over their shopping experience. Annual revenue reached $2.3 million within the first year. Kamprad's personal transformation paralleled his company's evolution. He developed legendary frugality, famously driving old cars and flying economy class even as IKEA's profits soared. This wasn't just personal preference, it was strategic positioning that kept IKEA focused on cost efficiency and accessibility. Every decision was evaluated through the lens of keeping furniture affordable for working families. The 1960s brought massive international expansion. IKEA opened in Norway, Denmark, and Switzerland, adapting the warehouse format to local markets while maintaining core principles. Kamprad insisted on personally approving every new location and product line, ensuring consistency across all operations. By 1970, IKEA operated in 6 countries with annual revenue exceeding $10 million. But Kamprad's most significant innovation was creating a corporate culture that reflected his personal values of simplicity and egalitarianism. IKEA eliminated traditional hierarchies, encouraged employees to contribute ideas regardless of position, and maintained open communication between all levels. This culture attracted talented people who believed in making quality design accessible to everyone. The company's growth accelerated dramatically through the 1970s and 1980s. IKEA entered major markets including Germany, Australia, and the United States, adapting products and store layouts for local preferences while maintaining global brand consistency. The catalog became the world's most widely distributed publication after the Bible, reaching over 100 million households annually. Kamprad's strategic decisions during this expansion phase demonstrated how his early crisis had shaped his leadership philosophy. He insisted on maintaining majority control to prevent outside pressure that might compromise IKEA's mission. He established complex ownership structures that protected the company from short-term profit demands while ensuring long-term sustainability. In 1988, Kamprad stepped back from daily operations but remained involved in strategic planning. Under his guidance, IKEA had grown from a small catalog business to a global retailer with over 100 stores across 25 countries. Annual revenue exceeded $3.5 billion, making it the world's largest furniture retailer. Today, IKEA operates more than 400 stores in over 50 countries with annual revenue surpassing $45 billion. The company employs over 200,000 people and serves hundreds of millions of customers annually. Kamprad's vision of democratic design, making good design accessible to everyone, has fundamentally changed how people furnish their homes worldwide. The man who was once banned from his own store created one of the most successful retail concepts in history. Kamprad's early crisis forced him to develop the systematic thinking and personal discipline that became IKEA's foundation. His story proves that our greatest failures often contain the seeds of our most significant successes, but only if we have the courage to learn from them and build something